right now in the exact second you started watching this video, somewhere on this planet. A tree that took 50, 100, maybe 200 years to grow is being cut down. By the time this video ends, over 2,400 more trees will fall. Not tomorrow, not this year, right now. While you're watching this, we talk about climate change like it's some distant problem for the future, but the truth is far more urgent and far more shocking than most people realize. In the next 8 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how many trees disappear every single minute, why it's happening, and what it actually means for the air you're breathing right now. Let's begin. Part 1. The number that should scare you. Let's start with the raw number. Every minute, an estimated 2,400 trees are cut down around the world. That's roughly 40 trees every second gone while you blink. Let that sink in for a moment. In the time it takes you to read this sentence, an entire tree that filtered pollution, held soil together, and gave shelter to dozens of species is gone. Zoom out further, and the numbers become almost impossible to comprehend. Every single day, that adds up to over 3.4 million trees. Every year, the world loses somewhere between 10 and 15 billion trees, an area of forest roughly the size of a small country, wiped out in just 12 months. To put that in perspective, if you cut down every tree lost in a single year and line them up end to end, they would circle the Earth more than 100 times. And here's what makes it even more staggering. This number has been rising steadily for decades. Back in the 1990s, global tree loss was significant, but nowhere near today's pace. Population growth, industrial farming, and global demand for cheap goods have pushed deforestation to levels our planet has never experienced in recorded history. This isn't a distant statistic. This is happening as you watch this video. Section 2. Where are these trees going? So where exactly are all these trees disappearing to? The biggest driver isn't what most people assume. It's not paper, it's not furniture, it's agriculture. Nearly 80% of global deforestation happens to clear land for farming, particularly cattle ranching, palm oil plantations, and soy farming. In the Amazon rainforest alone, vast stretches of some of the oldest, most biodiverse forest on Earth are burned down every year simply to create grazing land for cattle. Then there's the timber and paper industry trees, cut for construction, furniture, and packaging. And don't forget urban expansion, cities growing outward, swallowing forests to build roads, housing developments, and shopping centers. Southeast Asia tells a particularly brutal story. Indonesia and Malaysia have lost massive areas of rainforest, much of it home to orangutans, tigers, and thousands of species found nowhere else on Earth, all cleared to make way for palm oil plantations, an ingredient found in nearly half the packaged products on supermarket shelves. Every time you unknowingly buy a product with palm oil, there's a chance you're connected to this chain, whether you realize it or not. Africa faces its own version of this crisis too. The Congo Basin, home to the second largest rainforest on Earth after the Amazon, is losing forest cover at an accelerating rate due to logging, mining, and small-scale farming driven by poverty and lack of alternative income. It's a painful reminder that deforestation isn't always driven by greed. Sometimes it's driven by survival. In Chapter 3, What We Actually Lose. Now here's where it gets personal, because this isn't just about trees, it's about everything connected to them. A single mature tree can absorb roughly 48 pounds of carbon dioxide per year and release enough oxygen to support 2 human beings. Multiply that by billions of trees disappearing annually, and you start to understand why scientists call forests the lungs of the Earth. But it's not just oxygen. Forests regulate rainfall patterns for entire continents. The Amazon alone generates so much moisture that it influences rain thousands of miles away, affecting farmland in regions that have never even seen the rainforest. Then there's the wildlife. Scientists estimate that deforestation pushes around 135 species to extinction every single day, many of them undiscovered, gone before we even knew they existed. Entire ecosystems unraveling in silence, while the world focuses on other headlines. And there's one more cost that rarely gets attention: the people. Millions of indigenous communities rely on forests for food, medicine, and their entire way of life. When a forest disappears, it's not just trees that vanish. Cultures, languages, and generations of knowledge disappear with them. Scientists have discovered that a significant percentage of modern medicine originally came from plants found only in rainforests, meaning every acre lost could be erasing a cure we haven't even discovered yet. Chapter 4. The Climate Domino Effect. Here's something most people don't connect. Deforestation and climate change are locked in a vicious cycle. Trees absorb carbon dioxide. When they're cut down and burned, that stored carbon releases straight back into the atmosphere. Deforestation alone is responsible for roughly 10% of all global greenhouse gas emissions, more than the entire transportation sector of some continents combined. Fewer trees mean more carbon in the air. More carbon means faster warming. Faster warming leads to worsening droughts and wildfires, which then destroy even more forest. It's a cycle that feeds itself, growing more destructive with every passing year. Scientists have even identified certain regions of the Amazon that have already flipped from absorbing carbon to releasing more carbon than they store. A tipping point many believed was decades away. Chapter 5. Is there hope? But this story isn't only about loss. There's real progress happening too. Countries like Costa Rica have managed to reverse deforestation entirely, doubling their forest cover in the last 30 years through strict conservation laws and reforestation programs. China has planted over 66 billion trees since the 1970s as part of a massive reforestation campaign to fight desertification. Around the world, reforestation movements are gaining momentum. Organizations are planting billions of trees annually. Satellite technology now allows conservationists to track illegal logging in real time, and consumer pressure is slowly forcing companies to commit to deforestation-free supply chains. Even small individual choices matter more than people think. Supporting sustainable products, reducing paper waste, and backing organizations focused on reforestation all contribute to slowing this crisis down. The truth is, this isn't an unsolvable problem. It's a matter of urgency, awareness, and collective action, the same combination that has reversed environmental damage before. Even social media, ironically, is playing a role. Documentaries, awareness campaigns, and viral videos exactly like this one are pushing millions of people to understand a crisis that was, until recently, invisible to most of the world. So here's the real question. While you were watching this video, roughly 300 to 400 trees were cut down somewhere on this planet. Multiply that by every person watching, every hour, every single day, and you start to understand the true scale of what's happening to the lungs of our planet. We inherited forests that took thousands of years to grow. At the rate we're going, some of the richest ecosystems on Earth could disappear within our lifetime. Not our children's, not our grandchildren's, ours. The question isn't whether this problem is real. It's whether we'll act before it becomes irreversible. Let me know in the comments. Did this number shock you as much as it shocked me? And if you found this episode informative, stay connected with us. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel because we've got even more exciting and mind-blowing episodes coming your way. Trust me, you won't want to miss these.